Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at a game called Redeemer. This is a game that is currently in development. Let's just go through what it is about real quick. So Redeemer is a story-based MMORPG. It is based mostly off of SAO, but also other iseakais. The story is meant to go over humanity's sins, such as corruption, the hardest being C5, which is humanity's desire for destruction. Combat will be advanced with soul clashes, speed blitzing, and other things to support dynamic playstyles. So as you can see, it is mainly based off of SAO, which is good because that is an anime I have watched. However, I haven't really watched too many other isekais, so I don't know how much they're like other isekais they're going to go into this, but it could be interesting. You know, they at least have more than just a single anime worth of content. And the fact that it's saying there's a story mode or like some of a story that you go through is good because it means you're not just going to be beating bandits until your max level kind of thing. And the fact that you're going over humanity's sins, I think if done well, could be very, very interesting. So we're just going to go through their sneak peeks channel right now to see what they've got to offer. I'll go up to it for a few minutes. I won't go all the way up to the top. But yeah, I think this game's only like a month in development, I believe, or like it's not been in development for an awful long time. So this is the most recent version for enhanced armament. So this is one of their skills, I think. So we can see the map in this as well. I like the sound effects, very nice. So you can see the sword, that's I think his name's Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever the blonde haired guy is from SAO. And now, if I'm being honest, just look at this, it looks very basic for right now. The UI looks quite simple, the map looked also quite simple and simplistic. However, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because, you know, a lot of games, they have these like really like good graphics, you know, amazing map, amazing UI, but the gameplay itself sucks. And I think the way you actually make a game and you get those players is by making the gameplay consistent and making it actually a fun game to play. Parts of C1 at night can be beautiful. So C1's one of the like corruption things, isn't it? I don't know what C1 actually is. Is that wind? I'm guessing it's like a wind effect, would be my guess. Here we go, just showing off some of the map. It looks quite small, but I'm also assuming this isn't like fully finished yet. Obviously everything's still being worked on. So here we have some combat. We have a combat sneak right here. I'm going to mute that just in case the music's copyrighted or not. As we can see, he's got the two swords on his back again. Just looking around. Yeah, that's the door. Yeah, here we go. Enemies. Okay. Some ragdoll physics. I think it's kind of hard to see what combat's actually like from this point of view. Like, it just looks like they're just slashing M1s right now. Like, it doesn't really look like too much is going on, if I'm being honest. But I'm also not too sure what like an ideal combat system would be. So you don't want skill spam. You want it to be more like actual skill style, so that the skill players can always win kind of thing. But the M1s look kind of slow. I don't know, that's just me. It might be. I don't know. I don't really know what makes a game good, if I'm being totally honest. So we've got a dagger sneak here. That was quite cool. So maybe it's going to be like different classes you can use. Like you've got the swords like these guys are using down here. Maybe you're going to be able to use dagger. Maybe a bow or something. I don't know. And here we got the enhanced armament again, but just a bunch of them. That looks quite crazy. What is that? I don't know what that is. It's like a blue rectangle. Oh, wow. So this is the size difference between the old and the new map. So this is obviously the old map, and this is the new one. So when I said it was a bit small earlier, I obviously hadn't seen this. Like the fact that they went from this to this is actually quite impressive, I can't lie. The one thing I will say is, though, I'm guessing this is water. But like, if you look here, there's like no mountain area here, so it's almost like you can go off the map. I don't know if they planned for that. Maybe there's like an invisible wall here. However, that probably wouldn't be the best. Like maybe a bit of greenery if you don't want them to go past this bit. But yeah, it's just like they could easily fall off the map by doing this. They might have planned something for it, I don't know. The punches, like the effect that when they punch is quite cool. It just looks kind of slow. I don't know if that's just me. Like if you ever look at him when he's punching, like his arm sits there for a little bit before it does the actual punch. I don't know what kind of combat they're going for, I guess. The sword effects was quite cool, I can't lie. Oh, is this the death effects? Oh, nice. So they've got like the death animation from SEO. That's quite cool. Once again, we just got the sword and ones. Let me draw your attention to. So if you look, right, when he does his sword attack, he attacks once, and then his sword kind of goes back to the neutral position, and then he does attack again from a different position. I feel like it's more after the second and one, I think. Like, look, it goes like that, and it goes back to the middle. Unless I'm just seeing this wrong. The sword kind of goes idle. I feel like the sword swing should be like consecutive, one after another. Obviously, they can't be like super fast, or it would be just too broken. But I feel like they should like kind of connect to each other, if that makes sense. Instead of just being, you know, you do one, it goes back to a neutral position, and then you do another one kind of thing. Like, obviously, they're all from different positions, but it kind of ruins it if it goes back to that neutral position, which is kind of what I'm seeing here, I think. So there's a model and VFX of Alice's sword. Okay. So it's like a golden sword. This looks quite cool. I'll just say it is. I guess that's some Blender or something. It looks awesome though. Can't lie. So this is UI. Yes, this is the inventory UI. Okay. This looks quite cool. I can't lie. Is that the Black Bulls logo? I mean, I'm guessing this is all like placeholder stuff, because like avatar, your avatar would be there. Maybe your avatar would be there instead of the Black Bulls logo. I don't know. But you can see here, there's different rarity of weapons, which makes sense. But there's also the stars on them. So like, I'm guessing like this is like a really good star tier or something like that. I would also assume that's the best tier, because it's got like red, blue, and purple. Whereas this, I mean, this could be like a legendary kind of thing. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm guessing this way you can see what like armor and accessories you've got on your character. And there's vanity. That's quite cool as well, because it means if your armor looks ugly, you might have vanity to make it look a little bit better, you know. So we've got settings in here. So they've got damage counter, screen shake, global shadows, and textures. Everyone's probably going to have screen shake off, and being totally honest. So there's party system. That makes sense. And you can make it public, so just anyone can join, I guess, if you want. Codes makes sense. And ooh, this is the I like this, you know. It's very similar to like the SAO style menu, because obviously, you know, they are basing some of this off of SAO. However, they haven't like full on copied it to the exact, like the colors are different, the like way it like bends around the character is different. I like it. Okay, let's read through this, because this is quite some information stuff. So Redeemer is a story-based MMORPG with 2 endings. That is very interesting. That could be very cool if done right. They are considering adding more. That could definitely add like replayability value. I don't know whether they're going to add like character slots to this, or they're going to need to make a new account. But that could definitely add replay value. I can't lie. It's about being It's about a being created to redeem the lands from the sins of humanity and other races. As you progress through the story, you can either become the redeemer of the lands or evil incarnate. At the end, you'll enter the after story, which shifts focus, less story-driven, more MMORPG style, and with consistent updates. So early access testing will include Continent 1, Alpha will expand to 2 continents, Beta and release will include 3. I'm guessing they're like different maps, I would guess. So the map we've seen, I'm guessing, is Continent 1. Due to us focusing on console and mobile ports during those phases alongside obvious bug fixes, each continent will explore different flaws and struggles of humanity, and you can either redeem them or fall deeper into darkness to give the gods hell for eternity. The after story scaling is determined by the player's skill curve, which will shape its difficulty from user feedback, so it always stays challenging and true to that curve. So what, the after stuff is going to be, so if you're a good player, the after stuff is going to be harder, is what I got from that, I think. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to end this here. Let me know, guys, down below in the comments, what do you think of this game? I think it could be really good, especially this this like story about humanity's sins and stuff. I think that could be really interesting. But yeah, anyways, if you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, check this video on screen now if you enjoy this one, and let me see you short to see you guys over there.